What is up, everybody? Back for another stream here. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, flying the CRJ700 United Express Airlines service from Boston to Philadelphia International Airport. You see our catering guy just finished up here. Some luggage loading into the aircraft. And jetway is connected. Turn the sounds down a little bit. So I've kind of been relearning how to fly this aircraft the last few practice flights I've done. Really nice aircraft done by Aerosoft, the 550 and the 700. We're in the 700 today. So the modeling of this aircraft also is really top notch. Love it. So the only issue I'm having right now is, and this was not happening the other day, is the HUD here is not retracting. I don't know why. It's just not retracting. It's the aircraft is spawning with this deployed, and I don't know. So whatever, it's fine. We are going to first start our aircraft in cold and dark. So we're going to go to our performance aircraft, and let's get some battery power in. So there, this guy comes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn on bat 1, bat 2. External power is available. We're going to go ahead and hit that. We're going to go through our flows here. So Gen 1 can stay to the auto position. Gen 2 auto, APU Gen auto. And we're going to turn on our nav lights, and logo light is fine. We are now going to continue our flows here, and we're going to leave all this as normal. Fuel pumps don't need to go on as of right now. APU will be started up in a few minutes, and we're going to turn all our hydraulic pumps on. We're going to come down here, and we're going to turn on our air conditioning. Fault is actually what we want to see right now. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. Keep this on cool, and we're going to go ahead and turn this guy on as well. Anti-ice don't need any of that, and we're going to turn on our windshield heats to high, and as well as probe heats can go on. Dome light can stay off. Standby compass can go to dim. To on, and our emergency lights can go to on, as well as our seatbelts can go to the on position, and no smoking will go to the auto position. Alright, so that's kind of the general start here. I wish this thing would retract. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to our flight plan, and we're going to click flight plan. And let's first go to the pause init page, and we are currently at KBOS, which is Boston International Airport. I'm going to hit that and copy our coordinates in our scratch pad here, increase that into the set position. What we also need to do is we need to come down here, and we need to do nav 1, don't want to do the parking brake. Nav 1, nav 2 to the IRS alignment position, and cool. Now we're going to go to our flight plan, and we're going to type in KBOS again, and we're going to put in our arrival airport, which is KPHL, I believe, which is Philadelphia. Let's see if that's correct. Yep, KPHL. Alright, so the alternate airport today, in case we have an emergency, is going to be KAVP. KAVP. We're going to plug that into our alternate. And we're now going to go to our departures page. Now, departing out of Boston. Not on VATSIM today, so no ATC. We're going to be on 22 Lima. So 22 left. Runway 22 left. Via the SOX 5 departure.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight.
Execute that.
When you find your seat, please
go to our
be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the
SOX 5 to SOX. There is no transition, and we'll go to next.
Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead.
Is our next waypoint.
If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know, and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin cabin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
Direct to say.
Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear
Direct
and
to
other
Orca.
passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight
Direct to
attendant know.
Riffle.
That way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Come on now. Alright, so we're going direct to Riffle, R-I-F-L-E. R-I-F-L-E. Now we've ran out of page space there, so now we're going to hop on Airway Quebec. And that's going to be 439. 439. And going direct to Briggs, B-R-I-G-S. Going to execute that. Going to go to our departures, arrivals page here. And we're going to plan for the ILS 17. Let's go to ILS 17 Zebra. ILS 17 Zebra. Via the GIMS 3 arrival. Via Briggs. Or the transition is Briggs. And we're going to execute all that. Now we're going to go to our legs page, and we're going to make sure we have no discontinuities. Obviously, the FMC naturally puts the discontinuity at the end here because they believe that you will be vectored out by ATC to go the direction that ATC wants you to go, depending on traffic and whatnot. Obviously, we're not on ATC today, so we're just going to plug in Briggs right there and eliminate that whole thing. So if we go back to legs here, TJ, Bro, Blux, Jester, Sox, Boozard, Say, Orca, Riffle, Sardi, Dune, Churl, Plum, Manta, Drift, Briggs, I rocked, Gyms, and then there's another vector there on final. We'll go ahead and remove that, execute that, Sinid, Coward, Runway, and then boom. So yep. We're good now. We should be, our flight plan should be completely connected. Now we're going to go to the performance page here. Performance initialization. Cruise today is going to be flight level 340, but we're going to take it up to 320. Flight level 320. The amount of fuel today we're going to have on board is going to be our block fuel, which is 4,300 kilos. I'm going to go ahead and enter that guy. And some of these weights we're going to plug in a minute, so we'll go ahead and execute that for now. Now let's go over here to our pad, and let's go to performance. Now we have 65 passengers. The cargo weights, we are at 4,300. So 4,300 on our block fuel, and our weights. What is our zero fuel weight is 28. So we need to pop this up a little bit, pop this up a little bit. So zero fuel weight center of gravity, it's 28. So we want this to be up to 28. The max is 2,830.
We're ready to go when you are.
So 2,830. CG is still in the green. Yeah, we're almost fully maxed weight here. Alright, 66 passengers, 28.9. I'm good with that. We are in the legal limits here, and we are going to, our V-speeds are calculated great. We're going to set payload into simulator. You might see the simulator drop. See, we just saw it drop down, so now it's all weighted. It's got its fuel, it's got its passengers, everything. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set all our V-speeds, and that should be populated right there. So V1 is 133, rotate is 133, and V2 is 142. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and go to our zero fuel weight, which is zero fuel weight center of gravity is 26,735. So 26,735 for our zero fuel weight center of gravity, and that'll populate that, and then we will go ahead and execute that guy. Now to our VNAV setup. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet, so we're going to be climbing to 90, which is Mach 0.74, 250 above or below 10,000 feet. Excuse me, 250 will be below 10,000 feet, and then above 10,000 feet we can move. We can go faster from that point. So I believe we're all set up here. Let's go to index. Yeah, I believe we're good. Performance, fuel management, flex temp. Nah, I don't need to put that in. All right. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna start the APU. So we're gonna go to start. APU door is closed. Actually, I think you need to do power first. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. So APU is now starting up. APU door is open, excuse me, and then we go to start. There we go. Always forget or get confused on that. I'm going to go ahead and set cruise. Flight directing can go on, flight directing can go on. Passenger side, let's go to legs page here as well as legs page here. We can set our cruise. Set our climb speed at 250. Here we can hear the APU now coming up. Alright, APU is now on. God, this HUD thing is annoying me. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is fuel pumps can come on, and the external power can go away. Oh, we got to go over here. And let's go to our aircraft. We're going to go ahead and remove the power, and we're going to go ahead and remove the jetway as well. Power guys going away. Remove our chocks, as we can see our chocks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1531 with service to Philadelphia. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 2 minutes. Now that the cabin door is
go ahead and
closed,
sync
please make
the
sure that all
heading bug.
devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and
speed
seat
is
backs are
actually
in a
gonna
full
be
upright and locked
260.
position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Alright. So what else do we need to do? We need to set our altimeter. So we have a little bit of weather out there. 299.6 on our barometric pressure. We're going to go ahead and drop this guy. And we can also see here in our range that there's our overall flight plan. And 299.6. Go ahead and call our tug to come on up. And we're going to go ahead and remove our parking brake. And we're going to go ahead and set our barrel pressure to 299 or 6. .299 or 6 is 1015 on QNH. All right, there, that's good. 1015 and 1015 indicating here. All right, so our guy's good. We're gonna go ahead and kill these alarms here. We gotta make sure all this is clear so we have no issues. Check one more time that the parking brake is off. Now we're gonna ask this guy to push us back to our right. He can slow down a little bit too, please. So we're going to go ahead and
gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens for an important
start.
safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Fuel pumps on.
Welcome aboard. Before we depart, please remove the safety card from the seat pocket in front of you and follow along as we demonstrate the safety features of this Airbus A320 airplane. We appreciate
Airbus
your
A320?
complete attention
No, that's
to
not
this
right.
important safety information.
If you're seated in an exit row, you may be
Alright, so we're looking for
required to assist the
18,
crew in an
and we're already
emergency.
past that, so
If
now
you're
let's
unable to
unlock the
perform
throttle
functions
here.
described on the safety card, please advise the flight attendant for reseating at the end of this video.
To fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, insert the metal fitting into the buckle. Tighten the belt by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the buckle flap. When the seatbelt sign is illuminated, immediately be seated and buckle up. To ensure your safety, your seatbelt should be fastened
engine
at
is
all
started.
times when you are seated.
There are 4 exit doors, 2 on each side of the airplane, and 4 window exits located over the wings. Each is equipped with an evacuation
Start left
slide
engine.
that automatically inflates.
Beacon
Each
can
exit
go
is
on,
marked with a
taxi
sign
lights can
overhead.
go on,
The main doors
strobe
open by
light can
moving
go
the large
on.
handle in the
Actually,
direction
we'll
of
keep
the
the
arrow.
strobe light off for right now.
Open the overwing exits by removing the cover and pulling down on the marked handle. Be sure to jump into the slide with your legs in front of you.
Alright, so we're at 17, just about
When
18,
you're on the
good.
ground, move away from the
Whoop.
airplane. In the event of a water landing, main door slides can be detached from the airplane and used for supplemental flotation. Overwing exits should not be used in a water landing unless directed by a crew member.
Look around to locate the 2 exits nearest your seat. In some cases, your nearest usable exit may be behind you.
In an evacuation, exit path lights will illuminate to guide you to an exit.
A life vest equipped with a water-activated light is located under or near your seat. It can be identified by a red tab. Do not remove it unless directed by a flight attendant. If needed, pull the red tab to remove
Cool.
the vest. Tear open the pouch.
So 2
remove
good
and
starts on
unfold the
both
vest.
engines. We'll wait till this hits
Secure
60,
the vest, slip it
and
over
it just
your head.
did. Now we're going to go ahead and stop
Pull
the
the straps
APU.
from the back and attach
Stop.
the hooks to the ring in front. Pull the
And
waist straps away from you until they are tight around your waist. In an emergency, exit the airplane and only
There it
then
goes.
inflate
Alright, so the
vest
APU
by
door is
pulling
now
down
closed.
sharply on one of the red tabs.
come down here.
If additional flotation is needed, pull the second red tab. You can also inflate the vest by blowing into the tubes.
Stab trim,
Needed?
mock
Oxygen
trim,
mask will drop from above
yaw
your seat.
dampers can go on,
To start the flow of oxygen,
and we're not on
firmly pull a
ATC
mask
today, so we're not going to worry
towards
about
you
any of
to
this
extend the
stuff.
plastic tubing. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip
Spoilers
the elastic band over your head
retracted.
and tighten the straps as necessary.
Alright,
Although
so
the
we're
bag
going
does
now
not inflate,
to
oxygen will flow to the mask. Secure your mask before helping others.
runway
and
22
continue
left,
using
so
until
let's
directed
take a
by
look
crew
where that
member.
is.
United Airlines is a non-smoking airline.
Let's take a look
U.S. law
here.
prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. U.S. law also requires customers to comply with all lighted signs, placards, and crew member instructions.
Please ensure
Alright.
your carry-on items and tray tables are stowed.
2 to
Your
left.
seat back is in
Let's
its
go
full
to
upright position, headrest stowed, and your seatbelt is securely
airport
fastened.
info.
Be sure that laptop computers, cell phones, and all personal electronics are turned off and properly stowed.
Not to connect to
If
simulator.
an
Let's go to
emergency evacuation
Simlinks.
becomes necessary, leave all carry-on items behind.
If you have any questions regarding safety, please ask a flight attendant.
Let's go back
On
here.
behalf of your flight crew,
Should
thank
work
you
now.
for your attention to safety.
There we are.
It's our pleasure
So
to have you
to the
aboard,
left.
and we
Right,
hope
so
you
we're going
enjoy
to
your
go all the
flight
way
on
across here
United.
on November and then come across this way. Cool. Looks good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and give a little public announcement here. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, welcome aboard. This is your captain speaking. We are going to be departing runway 22 left. Weather looks a little bit cloudy, so maybe a little bumpy on our ride up to cruise. But we have a flight today about an hour
We're ready for
and
departure.
10 minutes. Welcome aboard. We'll check back in with you once we're airborne. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, welcome aboard. This is your captain speaking. We are going to be departing runway 22 left. Weather looks a little bit cloudy, so maybe a little bumpy on our ride up to cruise. But we have a flight today about an hour and 10 minutes. Welcome aboard. We'll check back in with you once we're airborne. Alright, flight control check looks good. Let's get our taxi light on, which I believe it is. Boom. Strobe light get out, come on as well. Alright. I really wish this thing would go away, but whatever. Alright, flaps to 8. And indicating here, flaps to 8. Alright, clearly there's a bug here with Pack X. I might have to reinstall it. Because there's no way it would be at 60% approval rate. That just makes no sense at all. So, yeah, that's not an accurate number. I'm gonna make a left turn here. Yes. See, it's aircrafts are landing and departing off runway 22 left. Just a very common runway here in Boston. This aircraft is very, very, very hands-on. So we're going to go ahead and check our left clear, and to the right looks clear. Yeah, very, very hands-on aircraft here. So we got two messages here: takeoff config and seatbelts. Takeoff config, okay. See, is there anything else I need to do here? I don't think so. Clear left. I think we're good. We're very heavy today, so we're going to be doing a max takeoff, max throttle takeoff. guy better put his landing gear down. We're on live traffic as well. Alright. Let's go ahead and line up and wait. Landing lights can come on. Emergency light to ELT. And we're going to go ahead and start our Corona. Alright. I think we're all set here. Looks like the runway is clear. Throttles to 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
Max takeoff set. Max takeoff set. Got a crosswind here, no doubt. Alright. V1. Rotate. And we are at a positive rate. Gears going up. Ooh, got some winds. Toga. Line. Flaps 1. Taxi lights off. Flaps clean. Get some speed. Still manually flying the aircraft. Fly direct to Boro. Autopilot. Speed 260. We'll go direct to bucket. Execute. Nav. Aircraft should make a slight right turn now. There we go. Beautiful. So far so good. We're at about 10,000 feet now. We're going to go ahead and just kill our landing lights. Logo can come off as well. And here's an issue with this aircraft. It has an issue at times flying the magenta line, and I don't know if that has to do probably with the update. So, you know, it makes these erratic turns at times because we're clearly autopilot, nav, and on speed. So see, now it's making the left turn to try to correct itself. So yeah. Now it's making a left turn. That's going to make a right turn. See, it's trying to correct itself, so it's oscillating back and forth to try to get on the center of the magenta line here. See, now it's going to the left again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving sandwiches.
Turn the APU off, right? Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Just fucking follow the damn thing, please. Thank you. Alright, coming up on 17,000 feet. In 1,000 feet, we will be turning... We'll be switching to standard barometric pressure, because we have now hit the flight levels in the United States. Yeah, this aircraft is a handful. It's definitely very hands-on flying. Standard here, and 2992 standard is here as well. Alright. So yeah, it's a very hands-on aircraft. This aircraft also does not have an auto throttle. Yeah, this aircraft is not easy to fly. It's not, you know, it's not like the Airbus A320. It's not like the CRJ, the Citation CJ4. It's kind of a handful. Definitely takes some learning to fly this guy. Takes some practice. Alright, climbing at 2,500 feet per minute. 260. Flaps retracted. Gear up. Everything looks good. In the climb, detent position. Standard pressure. I mean, we're looking pretty good. here the wind is increasing. So as you get higher in altitude, the wind starts to really hit. And then once we hit cruise at 32, the aircraft will start increasing. We'll have to manually pull back the throttle, as this aircraft does not have auto throttle. Like I said, it's very hands-on. Very hands-on. So far, so good. So right when we pass Buzzard, we should be hitting our cruise at 320. That's what this line is indicating. Alright, 30,000 feet. Go ahead and sync our heading bug here. I'm now coming up on, that's our indicator of 1,000 feet until we hit cruise. See where we are in our flight plan here. Let's go ahead and remove this. Actually, let me check something here. Okay. Alright, air seems pretty smooth. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're now going to cut the seatbelt sign off. As you can see, the speed is now increasing. And we're going to go ahead and draw the speed back a little bit. Go ahead and give a public announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's your captain speaking. Reach cruise altitude at flight level 320, that's 32,000 feet. Seatbelt sign is off for you, so feel free to move up along the cabin or use the restroom if you'd like. Flight time remains about 50 minutes, and it looks pretty smooth for the rest of the way here. Welcome aboard, and we'll check back in with you once we start our descent. These colors look a little washed out. See if I can correct that. Alright, so let's go to settings. Let's go to this here. Let's go to done. Let's go to game filter. And let's do brightness and contrast. Let's put in what can we put in here? I've got a little setting I've saved. Exposure to 0. Contrast to 2. Highlights to -14. And shadows 30. And gamma's -10. And we'll go to done. It's a little darker. It's actually a little too dark. Yeah, it's a little dark. Let's go back. Okay, you don't want to populate, guy? You don't want to populate in front of my window? Okay, okay, finally, thank you. Jesus. Let's go back to settings. Let's go to done. Let's go to game filter. And we're going to go ahead and drop the contrast maybe a little bit to like 10. That works a little better. Alright, speed's good. True air speed 478. Temperature outside is -36. True air temperature -6. Excuse me. Everything looks good here. Yeah. Kind of just sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Let me turn on a little bit of tunes. New York City's coming up over here, I believe. Let me see. Yep. So we're flying along the Long Island here, actually. It's cool. Alright, as you see here, guys, we're coming up to our top of descent very shortly. There's New York City. JFK right there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look at our charts here. Let's first go here, and we're going to be planning for the ILS 17 Zebra, I believe. So, ILS 17 Zebra. So, the approach is going to be the ILS 17. Damn. How long is this runway? The LOCA is 108.75. The decision height is 250, so we'll go ahead and get our decision height in there at 250. Decision height 250 is set. Coming up on our top of descent here. Let's go ahead and drop to let's do 6,000. And what thing we're going to do is be very diligent on our glide path. Alright, top descent. I wonder if this is even correct. Okay, yeah, there it is right there. So here's kind of our glide path, this star. So we're now at 1,600 feet. As you can see, we're speeding up a little bit. Go ahead and draw the throttles back a little bit. And we're gonna probably go to 2,000 feet per minute. At Manta, we need to be at 25,300 feet. Go ahead and draw these throttles back a little bit more. And let's double check our localizer, 108.75, 108.75. Come down here, 108.75. 108.75 is now the active position. 108.75 for our nav frequency. That's going to tune our localizer. Check something else here. So, Kawad. Make sure we have Kawad in here. I'm just going to draw these throttles back a little bit more. Go ahead and arm our thrust reversers. Our ground spoilers will be armed automatically is what we want. And let's go to make sure on final we have Kawad. Yep, right here. So 3,000. It says 3,000 here, but on the charts it's saying 2,000, isn't it? Nope, it says 3,000. All right, cool. Take a look at New York City. Whoa, that's not good. Which is way off in the distance there. So that drift, we need to be at 22.7, really? Yeah, we're a little slow on our descent here. So at Briggs, we need to be at 14,000 feet. Alright, so this is coming back up a little bit, so that's getting us back in line with the glide path. Let's go ahead and check the altimeter for the airport, Philadelphia International, which is, so the temperature is 32 degrees Celsius, which is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Pressure is 3002, so we're going to go here and put in our pressure 3002, and once we go below 18,000, we will transfer it over to here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to check the winds with the south-southwest at 210 degrees at 9, and visibility is more than 10. We have some clouds at 12,000 feet. Alright. Go ahead and draw back the throttle a little bit again. And we're not descending fast enough. Go ahead and idle the throttles completely as we're descending faster now. So we're slowing down now, that's good. Alright, so we're at 18,000 feet. Let's go ahead and 1017 QNH. 1017 is checked. So we're supposed to be at 14,000 feet and we're at 17.5, so obviously we need to be descending faster, but we're already descending at 3,500 feet, so I mean that's pretty fast descent. 3,500 feet per minute. Look at all these, look at this whole peninsula. Alright, we're starting to catch up with our glide path here. Alright, so clearly something is not going to work with in that regard. Right, so we need to make a right turn now. So we're going to go ahead and vector ourselves. Let's go ahead and vector ourselves into the heading mode. And we're going to go ahead and dial this back a little bit. About 2,500 feet, or 2,600 feet per minute, or 27. 26 is fine. So remember, at Coward, we need to be at 3,000. So we're going to go ahead and drop our altitude to 3,000 now. The reason why we're going to vector ourselves from this arrival is because, as you can see, the path takes us like right along the runway here. So we're not going to go to this waypoint and then turn around and then land. No, we're going to line ourselves up like this and then come around in like this. So we're at about 10,000 feet. We can go ahead and turn landing on, taxi, landing, everything can come on here. Obviously seatbelt signs should have been on already. Fuels check, TCAS is good. Actually, we don't need to worry about TCAS. Alright, so let's go to 5 here. Let's take a look what we got. Let's go here. Got a radio. We need to check our speed. So far so good on the speed. Alright, let's increase our speed. Okay, so now back to 3. Let's go back to 4. I want to move these up a little bit. I like that. It's a little better. Let's check our speed. About 270, that's fine. 0, 0.75, and our net 1. So this has all been checked. So 260 on our speed, that's fine. Increase our speed a little bit. Oh. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop. What airport that is. Whoa. Shoot off our heading. To, what is it, 289? 306. Let's do 310. Oh, Jesus. Hold the altitude right here, right now, which is 4,600 feet. Drop the speed a little bit, and vertical speed 200 feet per minute. There we go, 500 feet per minute. Let's do 600 feet per minute. That should work. There we go. That's about where we want to be. Actually, we can do 500. It's fine. Alright, go ahead and kill that music. The airport's like around here somewhere. Kind of want to turn off that. Let's go done, and let's go to game filter, and let's just do 2, see what that looks like. Go to done, remove that. That still look pretty washed out. Oh yeah. Alright, let's go back. Settings. Done. Game filter. We'll go back to 1 and done. There, remove that guy. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to direct to Quad. Go ahead and execute that, and we're going to nav that. So as you can see, our glide path is right where we want it to be at this point. We're going to go ahead and so we're already almost at 3,000 feet, so we're pretty early. Alright, so the localizer's tuned already, so that's good. And of course this is going to have an issue with, you know, fighting to get the freaking magenta line corrected. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's your captain speaking. We're going to be landing in about 10 minutes. Weather outside is about 90 degrees. You can see a little bit of clouds in the area. We appreciate you flying with us today. We hope to see you on another United flight. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's your captain speaking. We're going to be landing in about 10 minutes. Weather outside is about 90 degrees. You can see a little bit of clouds in the area. We appreciate you flying with us today. We hope to see you on another United flight. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing. The render scaling here. Alright, glide path looks pretty on point there. As you can see, we have our diamond there indicated for our glide slope, which is good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to zoom in closer on our PFD. I believe this is the PFD and this is the MD. Man, look at that. Airport, I think, is right there. Philadelphia is pretty flat. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and draw the speed back now. So we're going to go ahead and lighten up on the speed, probably to... let's do 250, I'd say. So we're holding 3 at 250.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Thank you. Goes our turn. Diamond is coming down now. So we're going to go ahead and deploy flaps 1. And we're going to go ahead and arm our approach. Flaps 8. It's going to be a flaps 30 today. So our ref speed is 136. Runway's there. We are lining up with our diamonds here. Looks good. There's downtown Philadelphia. And flaps 20. And the aircraft is not following the glide path, which is interesting. So we're going to go ahead and manually gear down. Flaps to 30. We got a crosswind. Gears down, 3 green. Flaps 30 and indicated. Speed to idle. Alright, Pappies, all white. We want 2 white, 2 red, 1,000 feet. Trim is stable. Alright. A little bit of crosswind.
300.
This is not an easy aircraft to land.
200.
Minimums
200.
continue.
Minimums.
Continue.
Minimums.
Yep,
100.
I get it. Thank you.
Minimums 50, 40, 30, 20, Tap.
Power cut. And we're down. Reversers. Reversers cut. Manual braking. Slowing down. Depart the runway to the right here. Landing lights off. Taxi on. Logo can come on.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Alright. Alright. To clean up the aircraft a little bit here. Track the flaps. Cross runway 27, right, clear left, clear right. Start the APU. Doors open, start. Alright, not a bad landing. I've had better, but it wasn't bad. Damn, these frames, man. Is that APU looking? APU is firing up. All right. I don't know where I'm gonna park. Probably gonna park here, up here to the left. Probably this gate looks fine. Logo strobe can go off. Taxis can come off. Want to blind the marshaller here, but there probably isn't a marshaller. And we'll take that spot. Alright. And parking brake is set. APU is on. And we can go ahead and shut down both engines. Oh, I forgot, sorry. Cut power to both engines. Alright, let's go over here. APU is on. Let's go to our aircraft and let's get our chocks on board and get our truck. Come on, truck. There he comes. And then we can go ahead and cut our APUs off. Alright. Let's get the seatbelt sign off. Non-smoking off. Hydraulics come off. Oops. Off. 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 Alright. Nav can go off. Beacon can go off. All our lights can go off. Landing lights are off. Taxi's off. And our truck guy is not behaving, looks like. So we'll wait for him. Passengers are getting off. Trim's off. And we'll go ahead and get our jetway and our luggage guy and our catering guy. Alright, let's go up here. External power should be available, which I'm not seeing it yet. I mean, it's showing here we're connected. What are you doing? Come on. Connected. There we go. There we go. Stopped. APU door is now closed, or should be. Door closed. There we go. We are now on external power. External power's in use. Fuel pumps can come off. Oop, that can stay to close. Gen 1, Gen 2 off. And probe heats can come off. AC off. Emergency lights off, and arm reset can stay where that is. And that's fine. We're going to keep it in the turnaround state for the next crew to come on and fly. As for us, we're done. Alright. Thanks guys for flying along with me. That was a good one. Enjoyed that one. A little bit of weather coming in. Landing was not too bad. So yeah, another flight in the bag. I appreciate you guys flying with me.